Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back. Today we are making stir-fried chicken with veggies. Oh my God, you guys, this is so good. It's good with anything. You could have it with rice, with noodles. You could even have it in a wrap. I have soy sauce, oyster sauce, molasses, rice vinegar, fish sauce, and toasted sesame seed oil. I also have chili garlic oil, ginger, cooking oil, sweet pepper, and mushrooms. I almost forgot, we do have an onion in this recipe, and of course, the protein of choice today is chicken breast. Now that I have my chicken cut up into thin strips, I'm grating my ginger in there and I'm gonna add the rest of the ingredients. If you don't have any of these sauces, ingredients, you can totally skip them out or you can substitute some of them for whatever you have in your pantry, and I will leave more info on that in the description box, so do check that out. While I'm prepping my chicken, let's talk about stir frying. So when you stir fry, you want to have all your ingredients ready to go, lined up for you, so that way when you start cooking, everything happens quickly. So you do want to have everything in line so you can just add it and toss it, and you don't worry about chopping at that moment because you are gonna end up burning things if you're busy chopping while you're stir frying your other ingredients. So that's a tip that I just want to pass on to you guys. So now that I've added all my sauces and garlic chili oil and the ginger into the chicken, I'm just going to make sure that everything is mixed and well incorporated. I'm going to let that chicken sit for about 5 to 10 minutes and then we'll start stir frying. I'm using a cast iron wok, but you can certainly use any type of wok you have around. You could even use a deep, wide saucepan to do this recipe. That's totally fine. The flavors are still gonna be there. It's just a lot easier to use a wok when you're stir frying. I'm gonna start off with my mushrooms, and of course each time that I am stir frying an ingredient, I'm gonna coat the skillet or wok with a little bit of oil to just toss it in, and I'm also gonna add a pinch of salt to any of the veggies that I'm gonna stir fry. So up next we're gonna do the onions, and for each veggie I'm just kind of giving them a head start. I'm really not cooking it for that long, so about a minute or two will do, and we move on to the next ingredient. Just want to mention the reason why I'm stir frying each veggie individually. It's because, like I said, I still want them to keep their crunch, and also they don't all cook at the same time rate. So last veggie is the sweet peppers, and by the way, I'm using medium high heat to cook everything because that is the perfect temperature for my type of wok. So keep that in mind. You don't want the heat to be too low or super high. Just adjust it to the type of wok you're using. So once all of my veggies are done, we're gonna move on to the chicken, and now you guys can see why you want to have all your ingredients lined up waiting for you. As you can see, everything just happens quickly. So now that we have the chicken in there, of course, I keep moving it around to make sure that everything is cooking evenly. And also, I'm gonna add the mushrooms back in there once the chicken is halfway cooked through. As you have seen in this recipe, I haven't used any additional salt to the chicken marination because, of course, soy sauce is salty, so is fish sauce, and the only time I use salt is to stir fry the veggie, and even then I sparingly use the salt because of course I don't want to over salt it. So the chicken and the mushroom have been cooking together for a few minutes and the chicken is completely done. I'm gonna add the rest of the veggies back in there, and I'm gonna deglaze the wok with soy sauce, and it's just gonna pull everything together. All right, let's give it a quick toss, and our delicious stir-fried chicken with veggies is done. As usual, I will put the written recipe in the description box always check that out. Now that our delicious stir fry is ready, we can serve it with rice, noodles, or even in a wrap, as I've mentioned in the beginning of the video. I'm just gonna add a touch of sesame seed oil, and that's totally optional, of course. I hope you found it useful. I hope you give this recipe a try. If you do, tag me on Instagram at Gija the Cook. I would love to see yours. Hit that subscribe button and bell notification so that way you never miss any of my recipes. Take care. Assalamu alaikum.